Hey guys, this is Rugio Duelist back with another video. I hope you all enjoyed my my speedrun video over the hand traps and the board breakers. I'm trying something a little bit differently this time with my deck profile. Sorry, the camera shaked a bit. I'm also trying to make my videos a bit shorter moving forward. As you can see, yes, Tenpai Dragon once again. I know a lot of people like some people like the deck, others like don't so. Not as much, but I managed to top second place actually on a recent somewhat big tournament. Jesus Christ, apologies. At the quarter century Bonanza, the tournament. There was a quarter century Bonanza tournament, and whoever won the whole thing would get a playmat. Unfortunately, I did not win. I lost a mirror match against an acquaintance. Came in second place, but hey, it's something, right? Moving forward, guys, I'm gonna try to do something else besides the deck profiles, based on what you just saw with the speed run of the hand traps and the board breakers. So let's get right to it. Here's the deck profile. I'm gonna make it as fast as I can. Moving forward, I'm trying to make my videos like either 10 minutes or shorter, like maybe even 5. So let's get started. Let's not waste any time. Here are the cards. And again, I placed them like this behind the deck box. That way you can see them in all their glory. So let's get things going. Let's not waste any time. So it's been a while. You guys know what Tenpai Dragon is. Like, haven't uploaded a deck profile in like 2 months. So let's get started with the obvious. Not much has changed. You know, Tenpai Dragon is still what it is, Tenpai Dragon. So 3 Hydra, you guys know what this is. Searches for the spells and traps, sets them. Chandra, you guys know what he or she does. It special summons itself, special summons a Tenpai from the deck during the damage step on attacking. 3 and 3, you definitely have to max out on these two, like not even a question. 1 Fadra, yes, 1 Fadra. I don't want to break. I don't like opening 2 Fadras or like 2 Genrokus and like one Fadra and 2 Genroku, or 2 Fadra and 1 Genroku. So yeah, I might bump it up back to 2. I was testing with a friend and I found myself in a situation where like I really needed the second Fadra. So time will tell. Maybe I'll test it out again, but I really don't want to break with the deck. So for now, 1 Fadra. Again, guys, let's move on. 2 Genroku, still on the 2s. We might get a ban list now at the start of the new year, which might put this card back to 1, the Chandra. So Genroku's definitely going to be a 2 off, maybe even a 3 off, but testing needs to be done. Time will tell. Moving on, let's not waste any time. And here they are, guys, the hand traps, the unofficial Tenpai Dragon monster, but also a hand trap. Bestial Magnamut, the 1 off. You guys know him if you saw my deck profiles. Then the hand traps, yeah. Good old Shifter. I know. Let me push this a little bit back so that you guys can see the cards a little bit better. So yeah, good old Shifter. 3 Ash, that has not changed. 3 Perulia, like last time, that has not changed. Like, you need to play these cards in order to stop your opponent from going off. If you're going second, it's Tenpai Dragon. So, and guys, I managed to get it. I had to waste the money, but it is what it is. 3 copies of Fuelos. Yeah. This card is ridiculous. It's crazy. Prior to the big tournament, 1 day before, I resolved this twice and my opponent just kept going. I managed to discard 2 of these and I just kept drawing. I think I managed to like I drew like over 20 cards. But yeah, I know this card is expensive. Like, everyone needs it. What can I say? Try to see if you can trade for it, like by trading a lot of cards, or maybe even one of your decks if you can. If not, well, try to save up money to get it. Again, this card it's almost maxi. But you already knew that. So moving on, the 1 Terraforming, of course. The Field Spell, which is now at 1. Literally a few, I'd say like 30 to 20 minutes before the tournament started, I managed to get a super rare, which they upgraded the rarity courtesy of the OTS number 26. Then we got 3 copies of Sungen Kaiman. We still have to max out on this card. This card is the other like win condition. Yeah, no ifs or buts about it. Sadly, this is now at 1, so we have to play it at 1. But it is what it is. The deck is still very powerful with all of this. Like, I don't disagree, and I don't blame people too much if they hate the deck, but it is really that broken. The one call by for those annoying hand traps. The one duster for the back row. Now here's where things are changing up quite a bit. I am playing only 2 Forbidden Droplets. I might go back to 3, but it's definitely like 2 to 3 is okay, and for a specific reason. Again, they're not good under Shifter, but still, it's Forbidden Droplet. It can negate multiple cards. Then the one Book of Eclipse. 1, I was playing 2 or 3. I decided to just leave it to 1, just in case. More so for Centurion and some other like crazy combo decks. As long as Runic and Centurion are around, I will continue to main deck 2 copies of this card. This card is really, really powerful. And finally, it's a 41 card deck. The final hand traps, 3 Imperm, and quite possibly the best trap card in this game as of right now, Dominus Impulse. This card is literally like a second copy of Ash Blossom. No ifs and buts about it. Played at 3 until Ryziel and Malice come out. Maybe this card will probably be more in the side, or I might put a third one in the side, and like main deck just 2. So time will tell. Let's keep going. Don't want this to be over 10 minutes. I love the deck. I hope some of you are still in the channel and like the deck as well. Again, I'm not too much of an ambitious guy. Just a guy trying to play the deck that he likes. For the extra deck, so a few things have changed. Still on 2 Transcendent Dragion, which is the boss monster. 2 Biden Dragion. The 1 Trident Dragion. The 1 Seals. The 1 Espy Knight. The 1 Striker Dragon. These are now officially more needed than before because we run Dominus Impulse, and Dominus Impulse turns this off. 1 Typhon. I was playtesting with 2. I might bump this to 2. Historically, I've been only playing 1, but I managed to get 2 more copies of Typhon, so now I might bump Typhon to 2 in this deck in the future. Time will tell. The 1 Quibel helps out for the OTKs. Black Rose Dragon. I have not been able to summon Black Rose Dragon that much lately. I might keep it around, but I might also cut it, believe it or not, because like the boards that the opponents are putting out are so crazy that even Black Rose under the field spell is kind of not enough anymore nowadays. So Samurai Destroyer for Yubel, Blackwing Dragon for Blackwing Assault Dragon for time, and also blow up the board if your opponent decides to go very crazy, going second with the monster effects. And these 2 for specific reasons that I will be mentioning very, very, very shortly for the side deck. Almost 8 minutes, so 3 Heatwave. Card's crazy. Go first. If you draw this, it's 50-50 because you don't know if you're gonna resolve it or not. But hey, it's still a floodgate that lets you win. So this card is amazing. This card, like, I don't think it hasn't been Cosmic Cyclone or anything like that. But it's even though it's at 1, it's very, very powerful. I will continue to keep this in the side deck because it's so good against certain decks. This is very good as well, only as a one-off. I don't run Thrust. I might run Thrust in the future, but even as a one-off, I've been lucky enough to like open it going first, and it's very powerful. I will be replacing this for Dimensional Barrier in the future because I think in the next format this card won't be as good. Dimensional Barrier is just going to be better, so yeah. But it's a turn skip card, so why not? This is still very good. You're going to need it for those light and dark annoying decks. I'm bringing this back into the side. Or I used to main deck it, but now I'm bringing it back too. Because I was at a big regional last week and before the quarter century Bonanza tournament. And I lost a lot of mirror matches. And yeah, I got a side deck, the Crow. Like, I was thinking about putting 3. For now 2. I might bump it up to 3 because I was testing a certain card. And for now, I think I'll just keep 2. I might max out in the future. But yeah, more so for the mirror matches and some specific matches. 2 Drolls. I was doing 3, but I think 2 is okay. Like, Droll does not skip turns anymore. It's still pretty decent, maybe against Fiendsmith deck like Yubel, something like that. But I would not want to max out on this card. I think 2 is okay, decent. The 3rd Cosmic Cyclone. Decided to cut Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood to 2 because a specific reason I'll be mentioning, just like this. But again, these 2 hand traps, I might max out on them again in the side deck. But I decided to put 2. Did not came up in the tournament. It was only 4 rounds. And again, I just lost 1, which was a mirror match. Every other round I just won and managed to defeat my opponents. And the hand trap that I'm testing out, which might be very good in the future, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. That's why you saw those cards in the extra deck. So that's it. Hopefully I have an OTS championship coming up, as well as a half case tournament in the next like 1 to 2 weeks. So I will be playtesting for those. And that's the deck profile, guys. A little over the 10-minute mark, but I managed to do it. I'll try to keep up with my. I'll try to do everything in my power to keep up with my word. I like being a man of my word. I have some setbacks. Very busy. But yeah, here's the deck. More in the future. I'll try to do some like small videos or something like that, like I did with the hand traps and the board breakers. That's it. You guys have fun and play if you can. 2 thumbs up like this. Hope you like the video. Godspeed.